Hi, I'm Steve and I'm the British Railroader. In today's video I'm going to do my first locomotive unboxing. I recently received in the post this little beauty. It's an Atlas Gold Master Series Norfolk and Southern SD60E, and it's number 911 in the Honouring Our First Responders scheme. So let's go down onto the workbench and have a little look. Okay, so what we have here is an Atlas SD60E. It's one of the Master Line Gold Series N-scale locomotives. And as mentioned, this is in Norfolk and Southern 911 Honouring Our First Responders livery. So we're going to take this out of the box. Pretty standard Engage box. We've got the nice foam inserts. Locomotive is held quite tightly but comes out really easily, and we've got the foam inserts here and here just to protect the handrails. So we'll take those out and have a look at the locomotive. Here's the Loco. Included with it is a little baggie, and in here, I don't know if you can see them, are some cab sunshades. If you look at the cab sunshades, they've got some little mounting sprues, and one of the things that the Loco most certainly doesn't have by the windows is any holes. So I don't know whether I'm going to put those on. I'll have a think about it. But looking at the Loco, it's beautifully painted, very good colour definition, especially up here on these fans, which are yellow. Yellow, if you're not careful, can either look wishy-washy or too heavy, but these look just right. The livery, we've got the NS logo. We've also got the logos of the, I think that's paramedics, police and fire service. It's a very lovely looking little Loco. I'm not an expert. I am absolutely not an expert on American locos. So I've been online, I've looked at various photographs, and this matches up very, very well. What I do like is that if you look on the nose here, there are some separately applied grab rails. The rest are moulded on. You've also got ditch lights which work, which we'll show you in a moment. And if you look at the front of the cab, this shape of cab is kind of unique to Norfolk and Southern, and I think they've captured it quite well. So overall, I think this is a pretty cracking looking locomotive. So we'll put it on a little test track and we'll give it a little run. So we've put our Loco on the test track, and this is hooked up to my DCC controller. So we're going to have a little play. So the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to start up the engine. And on this model, that's F8. So we've got a nice startup routine there. We'll put the lights on, and that's up there. And then we're also going to put the ditch lights on, and this is one of the things that I like about this. We've got working ditch lights, which in this case is F6, and there we go. So we have, on function 2, we have the bell. Oh no, I tell a lie. Function 2 is the horn. So function 1 is the bell, and function 2 is the horn. As you can see, it's got a grade logic function in there, so that means that the bell will automatically sound. And one of the things that I particularly like is just here, as you can see, when we start the horn, sorry, we get flashing ditch lights. So that's a nice little touch. I think theoretically they should be alternating flashing, but this is my first experience of Engage. The electronics is probably quite difficult. I'm just impressed that they flash at all. Anyhow, straight out of the box, the Loco ran just fine. but I like to do a little bit of fine tuning. So some of the CV settings were changed by myself, just things like changing the acceleration, the deceleration. I also like to put the forward and reverse trim on, so you have to go in and change function 29 so that you can access that. But what you get is a very smooth and slow running at low speeds Loco. So if we just put this is on 128 speed steps. We put this on speed step 1, which is here. Takes a second, and there she goes. Oh, there she doesn't. Okay, so small problem, wasn't properly on the tracks, that was my fault. So here we go again, 128 speed steps, and here we go, step 1. And we just get a nice slow start, like so. Move it up a few speed steps, and there she goes. Doing some quick measurements, I've managed to work out that at speed step 1 she's doing about 1.5 miles an hour, which I think in this scale isn't bad going. But she's a lovely running Loco. As I said, a little bit of tweaking with the CVs, but nothing major. And she runs really well. Ditch lights work in both directions. Grade logic is on. Overall, a good model. So there we have my first unboxing video. I quite enjoyed doing that actually. Hopefully I'll get a little bit better at it. Obviously I'm not an expert on American Locos. I know quite a bit, but I'm sure that anybody who's watching this in the States knows a lot more about these Locos than I do. What I do know is that I like this engine. I think it looks smart, it runs well, it's quite well detailed. I know there are some makes out there that really do have all the bells and whistles, but for me, actually this is kind of a quality that we're only just getting used to over here in the UK when it comes to N-Gauge. So anyway, thanks for watching, and I will see you again in my next video. Please feel free to subscribe, and I hope to see you soon. Goodbye.